Find it! Find it! It's here somewhere!
Ah, I'm looking. Give me a break.
Too dark. Can't see a thing.
Yes! That's a thing called mouse! Keep looking.
Wait. I think. Aha! I found it.
Finally! Let's get out of here, quickly!
What's going on?
Rarity! I came as soon as I heard. What happened?
Oh, Twilight! It's awful, horrible, dreadful, perhaps even the worst possible thing!
Uh-huh. And that would be...
Why, Twilight? Do I detect skepticism? Well, I shall have you know that last night I became a victim! A tragic, tragic victim! Woe is me! I shall never recover from this injury that's been wrought upon me!
English, Rarity.
I was in the zone, Twilight. But if I must, last night I was stolen from!
Stolen from? What was stolen?
They were stolen, Twilight! Both of them!
Who?
My two jewels! True Blue and Opal!
Ahem. Twilight, what Rarity is trying to say is that thieves broke into the Carousel Boutique last night and stole both the True Blue, a large sapphire that she had recently acquired when gem hunting, and Opal, which is her cat.
How could they? How could they? Oh, my poor, poor darling, all alone out there with those ruffians!
I'm gonna go ahead and hope that she was talking about her cat there. What happened? Do you have any idea who did this?
Well, no. I'm afraid we haven't the slightest idea.
Ponyville doesn't really have much of a police force, you see, so we are a little under-equipped to handle something like this. This doesn't happen very often, you know. An investigative team from Canterlot has agreed to look into it, but I'm afraid they won't be here for a few days.
A few days? But the...
Exactly what happened last time? I can't seem to recall.
The one brought in to investigate the baby that went missing and which ended up being found unharmed in the closet?
Ah, yes, I do recall that, but I'm not sure where you're going with.
The one that somehow managed to implicate Pinkie Pie in a fictional Dragon Egg smuggling ring?
Well, yes. Yes, that's the one. Think positive, Twilight. They may, perform better this time. Yes, that's the ticket. Well, there's not much for it either way, Twilight. After all, no pony in our town has any experience with this sort of thing. We'll just have to wait it out. Oh, I have so much to do at the moment. I simply can't stay around any longer. We'll get to the bottom of this as soon as that investigative team arrives, Rarity. You have my word.
I'm afraid she's right, you know. We shall simply have to wait it out.
If that investigative team gets their hooves on this case, who knows what ridiculous things they might come up with this time? There has to be a better way. Rarity, I'm on the case.
I beg your pardon, Twilight?
Some pony needs to get to the bottom of this, right? Well, I volunteer. I've had experience investigating crime before, after all.
Twilight, I'm really not sure if that's such a grand idea.
Well, I mean, sure. That particular investigation pretty much involved completely airtight evidence that directly identified the culprits in one go. And it also included an eyewitness who saw almost everything who could lead me exactly to the clues. But it's not like the team from Canterlot will be much better, right?
Forgive me, Twilight, if your words do not inspire a great deal of confidence.
It'll be fine. Don't you worry, Rarity. I'll have this case wrapped up in a jiffy. Mystery novels came through for me then, so surely they'll come through for us again.
Hey!
Go! Pinky! Where in Equestria did you come from?
Oh, well, I was walking by and I was all, my assistance is needed, and I must fulfill my duty.
Uh-huh. What are you doing?
Helping a pony in need. Duh!
I'm the one who knows something about investigations, not you.
Of course I do, silly! But this time is completely different. I have, wait for it, a walkthrough!
A what?
A walkthrough, silly! For this game, the way things work are completely different than last time. Honestly, sometimes I worry about her.
Pinky, you're talking to some bushes.
Oh, Twilight, I'm not talking to those old things. I'm talking to them! Out there! You see what I have to work with here?
You know what? I'm not even going to ask. Just, do your thing, Pinky.
Okie dokie dokie. Well, the first step of any investigation is to move around. You can't find anything if you don't move your little rump to where the clues are. So, to walk places, you first lift your hoof up and move it in front of your other hoof.
Pinky, I'm pretty sure I know how to walk.
Oh, right! But I bet you've never walked like this before! Now, if you want her to walk, well, you just gotta click on a spot you want her to walk to, and she goes! Or, if you want her to keep moving, just press and hold, and she'll walk towards your cursor. And, of course, if you wanted to get somewhere lickety-split, just double-click and hold, and she'll run, run, run like the wind!
I'm pretty sure I can walk myself.
Oh, Twilight, don't you worry your pretty little head about the details. They'll figure it out, and that's a pinky promise!
Okay, so now we know how to move. Great, but what about, you know, examining evidence?
Oh, that's simple! If you want to talk to someone or look at something, all you gotta do is click on it! Easy peasy! Why?
It's just a window.
Yeah, but you gotta keep them happy, right? So you better think of something to say about it. Otherwise, they might get upset.
Right, of course. We wouldn't want to make them upset after all.
And that's it!
That's it?
That's it! Well, that's not it, but it's it for now, because the other its come later. You're not ready for those its yet, though. Don't you worry about them.
Okay.
Okie dokie, and I'm off! Bye, Twilight! And I'll see you real soon, too. Catch you later!
That was fascinating, was it not?
That's one way to describe it.
But useful, wouldn't you say? Though I must confess, I still do not believe that this is a good idea.
Don't worry, Verity. I'll get to the bottom of this before that investigation team even gets here. Well, it doesn't take a sharp eye to see that these are tire marks. And it doesn't take a sharp wit to figure out that whoever was here probably was the cause of this broken window, too. Is there anything else here? Is this hair?
Hey! How's it going, Twilight?
Get Pink!
Oh, silly. That's not important. What is important is what you just got there.
It's hair.
It's not just hair. Why, it's a clue. And do you know what every super-duperific investigator does with clues?
Do tell.
They use their big, humongous brains to figure out stuff about him, of course. Jeez, it's like she hasn't even read the walkthrough. All you gotta do is bring up the evidence list, click on a piece of evidence or a profile, then click on Combined With, click on another, then click on Combine. And then your investigative wizardry takes care of the rest, if it can. So you. Also, if you ask for extra help from the options menu, then the evidence button will get all glowy-wowy to let you know that there's some evidence you can combine.
Right. I'll get right on that.
Okie dokie dokie! Well, have fun investigating! Me? I've got a cake in the oven, so I better get back before the cakes notice I'm gone. Keep an eye on her, okay? Bye!
You know, I suppose there might be a connection between the hair and the tire marks, now that she mentions it. I can't seem to find a logical connection here. If we assume that this hair is from some animal, then it'd naturally follow that the rider probably swerved here to avoid hitting it, explaining why that pony went towards the window. Except, what animal was it? A pony, perhaps? A strange star-shaped object? I can't say I know what this is, but it looks out of place, which makes it a clue in my book. Well, that's sure one way to get into a building. You'd think a jewel thief would be more, well, subtle than that.
Why, thank you, darling. But I'm afraid that I haven't a clue what I'd use it for. Terribly sorry, but I simply cannot accept this gift.
I wasn't giving it to you. Rarity, I think we should start with what happened last night.
Of course, darling. What would you like to know?
Could you describe exactly what happened and what you saw?
Well, I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was sleeping in my bedroom when suddenly I heard a shrill crash from downstairs. I went downstairs to investigate, and what did I find but my house overturned and ransacked, my prized jewel gone, and my beloved opal essence missing as well. Oh, Opal! Mama's coming soon!
Perhaps I should ask more specifically about what was stolen. And that was everything there is to speak of? You saw nothing else at all?
No, nothing, I'm afraid. So sorry, Twilight.
That sounded awfully suspicious. Rarity, are you hiding something? Ah! Pinky, what are... Actually, you know what? Never mind. I can guess.
Ooh, can I guess too? Is it a bread box?
Pinky, just get on with it.
Get on with what?
Aren't you here to tell me what to do here?
Nope. Why? What's going on?
Well, for one, I think Rarity's hiding something from me.
Oh, you mean the topic got lost.
The what now?
One sec. Yeah, here it is. Section 2B of the walkthrough. Locked topic.
I really need to have a look sometime at that strange book she's got there.
Okay, you ready for this? And I mean really, really ready?
Yes?
Okay, here goes. Sometimes a character won't want to tell you everything. In other words, they're hiding something from you!
Yeah, I think that was established already.
Oh, well, let's see here. It also says that in order to unlock that topic, you need to present a certain piece of evidence. Do you have it?
Maybe?
Nope, I don't think you do.
Are we done now?
Nope. The walkthrough also notes that sometimes you need to present more than one piece of evidence too. If that happens, then the topic of conversation gets locked with as many locks as pieces of evidence you need to present. 2 locks? Well then, you darn well better present 2 pieces of evidence, Buster. And now that's all the walkthrough says.
Alright, well, thanks, Pinky.
Don't mention it. Anything for a friendly friend. See you soon.
I'd suggest a mental asylum, if I wasn't worried about what she would do to it. Could you describe everything that was stolen last night?
Of course! First there was True Blue, a regular hunk of a sapphire that shone in the light like a noonday sky. Oh, whatever shall I do without the light of that jewel in my workshop? Second, there was Opal, my darling, darling Opal. She's been missing since last night too. Now with the jewel I can understand, but what could the thieves possibly want with Opal? It greatly troubles me to think of what might have happened to her. You must find them both, Twilight. Promise me. You must. You must!
I'll do my best, Rarity. I promise. Not just a giant sapphire, but her cat too? What in Equestria could that be about? Alright, let's think about this logically here. Hair this color and this length is pretty rare, as far as Equestria goes. There really aren't any ponies that it could have come from. In fact, the only creature that I can think of that it could have come from is Opalescence. And that would mean that whoever was here swerved and crashed into the window because Opalescence was in his or her path. And that would all come together to mean that this broken window likely was an accident. It feels like there's more to this than just that. But it's a start at least. The boutique's looking as good as ever. I thought we'd never get it fully repaired after Cheerilee literally tore its front wall away from the rest of the building. But then along came Pinkie Pie. Then a song started. Then a chorus joined in. I don't even know where they came from. And then somehow, 3 minutes later, the Carousel Boutique was good as new. One of these days, I really have to resume my studies of Pinkie. Piece of cloth. Red on one side, gold on the other. I think I know what this is from. Pinkie, stop doing that! I'm trying to concentrate here.
Oh, sorry, but I thought you might really like to know this latest thing I found in the walkthrough.
What is it?
Well, if you get a piece of evidence that someone might know about, then after you start talking to them, you can click on Present Evidence, and they'll let you know what they know about it. Pretty neat, huh?
I'm supposed to do what to what now?
Twilight, honestly, what am I gonna do with you? Well, you know what I meant, right? So it'll all work out peachy keen in the end. I just know it!
Way to fill me with confidence, Pinkie.
Well, that's all I got. See you around, Twilight. Till next time!
I'm not done investigating the crime scene yet. I should look around more. Rarity, I think we should start with...
Of course, darling. What would you like?
Could you describe exactly what happened and what you saw?
Well, I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I went downstairs to a...
And that was...
No.
That sounded...
Oh, I remember this little problem.
You do?
Of course. I fixed that this morning, in fact. I can tell you about it if you'd like, though I'm not really sure if it's relevant to this case, darling.
Don't worry, Rarity. Every little bit of information helps.
Of course. Apple Bloom came by this morning to have this little accident fixed up. She seemed to have ripped her cape during one of her usual excursions. I asked her why she didn't just get Sweetie Belle to fix it up, but she said that Sweetie Belle was very busy today and couldn't spare any time to do so. I really don't know what those fillies are up to, but on the other hoof, perhaps it's better I don't know. I swear, sometimes I don't understand myself. Sweetie Belle absolutely ruins my gold silk, and now here I am, fixing the capes they made with it. I'm an odd sort. Do you think I'm odd, Twilight?
Oh, Rarity. I think you just have a big heart.
Don't remind me, Twilight. Sometimes it can be a bit tiresome.
So this belonged to Apple Bloom, and she had it fixed this morning. While I'm here, Rarity, do you know where Apple Bloom went after you fixed her cape?
I'm not certain of her exact whereabouts, but she did head out towards the town square after I gave her the fixed cape. Perhaps that should be where you should search?
All right. Thanks, Rarity.